Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's discuss. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the world of crypto, guys. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. So, guys, I hope you guys are out hear me. So, welcome once again. So, yesterday I did not stream yesterday. So, but you are welcome. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto. Let's see what is happening in the world of crypto, guys. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. So, guys, as you guys can see, Bitcoin is still holding strong above $107,000. So we show that, so Bitcoin still remain one of the strongest assets over the past few years. So for between a decade, Bitcoin has been in existence and it has been outperforming every other asset out there. So let's discuss. So why Bitcoin, so a huge move is still coming. So let's discuss. Yeah, I can see the chat booming, guys. So you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. So quickly, we'll be diving into the market, guys. I'm coming. Yeah. So boom, let's dive into the market. As you guys can see, it's just like a V-shaped recovery from last week. So Bitcoin did back down to to $98,000. Now we are above $107,000. So it's amazing. So which is why I always say every single day you don't have to be scared. So the best strategy is to keep a DCA dollar cost average in the market. So guys, I have a lot of good things to share with you guys. A lot of data that I have them to show. We show that for sure, despite that the market is still through this sideways, so you don't have to be scared, and we are still on track. Okay, J boy, you receive the USDT, so I decide to, it's like the first time when I was sending the USDT to you guys, so I mistake your address with another person's address, so I have to reset you another USDT, and you and Kingdom as well. So guys, let's discuss. As you guys can see, so Bitcoin is still holding above $107,000. So Rick Deman, which is a financial advisor, he said that everybody should allocate at least between 10 to 20% to Bitcoin. So before we dive into the market, another day for me to remind you guys that we're on weekend and today is Saturday. So the banks are closed, but Bitcoin is open 247. So we show that, so Bitcoin has still remained one of the best performing asset over the past few years. So the banks are closed. If you were to make a transaction today, you have to tell you to wait till Monday. But you can transact with Bitcoin 247 even if as of today. Hope you guys can hear me better with the microphone, Abby. Good. So guys, the gaming, Sharpleaks gaming. So they just added another about 1,986 Ethereum. SRP as well. So Gary Gensler, the CEO, he said that they just dropped their crosses API with sex, so which show that for sure you guys should expect SRP to be booming in the next few days. So which, as you guys can see, SRP is slightly up today, and which I also be showing you guys another headline. Most of headline, a lot of good headline that show that so Bitcoin is ready to boom. So quickly, before we dive into the market, let's see the performance of the altcoins, man. Yeah, I can see the chart booming. So guys, you are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. You're welcome. Zaza, Matthew, Kingdom. Yeah, you guys are welcome. Stephanie, Josephine, Chidela, Christabel. You guys are all welcome. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. So let's discuss Victoria. So guys, as you guys can see, the market is performing great. So we're just trading sideways recently, but the weekly performance, Bitcoin is still up. Sorry. Ethereum is still trading above 2,400. So SRP, you can see in the past 24 hours, SRP is up with about 5.4% following the lawsuit case that is being dropped. So which is amazing. So even if Solana as well in the past 24 hours, so it's still slightly up. So with about 2.7%. So guys, let's dive into the market. So first, to be start, China confirmed deal of US trade deal. So as you guys can see, so you all know that the war, the tariff war has been going over the past few months, which is crazy. So the tariff war that has been going on between the tariff war that has been going on between the US and China. But now, as you guys can see, it just got a result. So China just confirmed the deal of US trade deal. So it's amazing. China just confirmed the details of US deal. So which is great. So the trade deal. So it's amazing at least. You all know that more money, it will bring more, at least more money to the crypto space as well. So not just that. So let's see this. Let's see what is happening. Inflation rate just rose to 2.7%. So in May, more than expected. So guys, every single day here, I tell you guys that inflation is real. And one of the way to hedge against inflation is by investing in a strong asset like Bitcoin and crypto. So which is why Bitcoin does not have inflation. So inflation is real. Your buy power keep even despite that despite that the report saying now that inflation is between 2.7% in May, it's not true. That's because the government will keep lying so that you keep your money in fiat, which is the government money. So one of the best way for you to to hedge against inflation is to invest in a strong asset like Bitcoin and crypto. So which is why every single day I always encourage you guys to keep a DCA dollar cost average. So which take us here, as you guys can see, Donald Trump calls for Fed Chair Jerome Powell to resign. President Trump is telling Jerome Powell to resign because Jerome Powell don't want to cut rate. But you can see it, even if the inflation here, I just showed you guys now that inflation just rose with about 2.7% in May. But President Trump is still telling Jerome Powell to cut rate. How will he cut rate? But when inflation is still here. So this is one of the reasons why Jerome Powell don't want to cut rate. So President Trump is saying that Jerome Powell is not cutting rate. It's still costing the US billions upon billions of dollars. So Jerome Powell is so smart. He knows that if he decide to cut rate, so more people will be able to borrow money. So and the inflation will keep rising and rising and rising. So this is the reason why Jerome Powell don't want to cut rate. So because the government keep printing more money every single day. Yeah, you guys are welcome. So most of the countries, the inflation is even worse. Countries like Venezuela, most of the Africa country as well. So the inflation is worse. Even here in Europe as well. So the inflation is real. I remember just a few years ago, if you buy a bag of rice here with about 10 euro, let's say if it's 10 kilo. Now, if you want to buy it, you'll be buying it with 15 euro. That means inflation has risen about 50% over the past few years. But the government will tell you that. They will keep telling you that, inflation is not real. So, guys, so even if most of the altcoins, I have good news to share with you guys. With despite they're followed by Solana, ADA, and SRP as well. So stay tuned. So let's discuss. If you have any question, as always, drop your question on the chat. So yesterday I did not stream, so that's because I traveled. But today I'm here. You guys know that I always try my possible best to be here to keep encouraging you guys to DCA the market. Bitcoin is 21 million that will ever be in existence. So Bitcoin does not have inflation. So we already have more than about we just have less than how many Bitcoin to be mined? We have less than 1.4 million Bitcoin to be mined. So even if as of now, BlackRock is now holding about $74 billion worth of Bitcoin, they keep buying and buying, which I will be showing you guys as well. So guys, Coinbase is the best performing stocks in the S&P 500 in June. So why is Coinbase stock huge, surging? Why is Coinbase stock keep booming? That is because so in every every crypto related stock is being a skyrocket because now everybody keep realizing that Bitcoin and crypto has been one of the best performers, which is why even if Coinbase the stock is keep skyrocketing, as you guys can see. So which take us here? Let's move forward. Sailor, yeah, guys, I can see the chat booming. So if you have any question, drop your question on the chat. So we do Q&A at the end of the stream. As you guys can see, Michael Sailor, MicroStrategy, their Bitcoin, so bet just hit about 21.3 billion unrealized again. So despite Bitcoin is trading between $107,000, you guys all know that our all-time high was about $112,000. Bitcoin was just about $20 away from $112,000 in all-time high. So now Bitcoin is trading between above $107,400. So Michael Saylor, as of today, is still sitting with about $21 billion in profit just by using a DCA, dollar cost average. So, which is why I always say that the best strategy to make money in crypto is by using a DCA. DCA in the crypto DCA in your portfolio. It's one of the best strategies to keep accumulating more Bitcoin. Buy $2, $3 worth of Bitcoin each time you have some cash on your side. So, guys, you are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. I can see the chat booming. So share the stream with your friends and family about Bitcoin and crypto so that each time, I'm on live, so they'll be able to tune in. We'll be able to discuss about Bitcoin and crypto together. So for sure, yeah, I hope you guys all receive the USDT. So more giveaways coming. So it will be now, it will be the $100, $50, which I usually give to you guys. So when the market dip back down, so I will invest a good amount of money in the crypto space in the most of the best performing altcoins so that when the market is up, I will take profit. So guys, let's move forward. So not just a Microsoft which is in profit, as you guys can see. Sharply game just copied up another 1,989 it. What about the 4.82 million via OTC? This is what I'm saying. Via OTC, guys. As I always tell you guys, the big boys they keep accumulating a true OTC market. You guys can see it's because this one here, just write it here, is because true via OTC. The way the Wall Street, when they accumulate through OTC, so which is peer-to-peer market, is one of the ways to be able to accumulate. That's because they don't want the price to skyrocket. They still want to keep buying at the same price, and they want to buy more in a lower price. That's because OTC gives them more opportunity to accumulate for a long term. So guys, keep sharing the stream with friends and family. Let them know about Bitcoin and crypto. Let them know about the channel so they can keep tuning in. We'll be able to discuss Bitcoin and crypto together. So which take us here, guys? BitDare just added another 40 Bitcoin, just like the way Meta Planet started a few months ago. Now they now hold more than 10,000 Bitcoin. No, more than 12,000 Bitcoin. So we show that the way the Wall Street they keep accumulating and accumulating and accumulating, which I will still be showing you guys the BlackRock tracker. So we show that over the past few days they have been buying and buying and buying. So it's still not making a huge effect in the market. That is because they keep using OTC. So OTC is one of the best way for them to accumulate for a long term, which I believe you guys already know. That is because OTC markets, it gives them more opportunity. At least they don't pay the transaction fee, not just the transaction fee. They don't want to buy in a higher price, and they don't want it to make a huge effect in the market. That's because if they are buying from open market, if they buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin from open market, you will see today Bitcoin will skyrocket from $107,000 to $112,000 if they are buying from open market. But they don't want to buy from open market because they want to buy for a long term. So, which is why, you need to be in the crypto space. So keep a DCA. Don't forget, when the OTC market finally dry up, What will they be buying from? They will be buying from the open market. So which is why, I always say that, so Bitcoin, we are still early. We are still early. So there's still a lot to, you guys can see, those are data that show that, for sure, the market is still on way, to at least to us to head up to like $150,000. This cycle is still in play. But one thing I always say is that you always take profit when you are in profit. It's very, very important, guys. So, guys, Cardona, which is either ETF approvals or just spiked to 90%. So it's either set to a breakout in this 2025. You guys can see, so either as well, the ETF odd is still skyrocketing. So not just ADA, SRP as well. Yeah, Vincent. Good evening, my boss. How are you guys all doing? So as you guys can see, we show that, so you guys can see that, so ADA's ETF, not just ADA, Solana, SRP, the ETF, odd is keep skyrocketing. We show that many people are betting on it, expecting that the ETF will get approved soon. So guys, this one is from Chainlink. Just about a week ago, Chainlink partners with MasterCard to offering, via cryptos payment, as you guys can see here as well, so that you will be able to buy and purchase, you'll be able to buy and purchase with MasterCard directly on chain. Another MasterCard, which is a Chainlink, have been making a huge move recently. So Chainlink and Wemis just partners up to secure close chain flow. So Chainlink have been making a huge move over the past few months as well. So we show that the big boys, you know all those protocols, they have been working so hard to make sure that the secures payment in the crypto space. That's because every single day, everyone keep realizing that the payment system is going into Bitcoin and crypto. So which is why I always say that don't sleep on Bitcoin, don't sleep in crypto. So don't think that you're already too late. No, we are still early in the crypto space. So Solana as well, they also make a huge move. I think guys can see Solana infrastructures get a boost as a new reserve. Acquire 52,000 GTO to power MEV layers. So Solana as well, they are not sleeping. So which is why Solana still become one of my favorite altcoin. So every single day I keep telling you guys that keep stay in Bitcoin, stay in crypto, stay humble and stack SaaS. Stay humble and stack SaaS, guys. Stay humble and stack SaaS. So the crypto space, don't sleep on it, don't sleep in Bitcoin, don't sleep on crypto. So you guys can see, there are a huge move which is coming. So Bitcoin and crypto, so those a lot of things have changed in Bitcoin and crypto. So which I'll be also be showing you guys a clip of this billionaire. So what he's saying about Bitcoin and crypto. So 290 billion asset manager founder, which is Rick Edman. Rick Edman told CNBC financial advisors should be recommending up to 40% allocation to Bitcoin and crypto. So guys, this is huge. A lot of you guys, just a few years ago, nobody ever want to allocate 1% of his portfolio to Bitcoin and crypto. But this is an asset manager of about $290 billion. So this is huge, which is Rick Edman. Rick Edman is saying that at least, so this is someone who is managing about $290 billion dollars asset. So what is he saying that? He's saying that, so everybody should allocate at least between about 40% to Bitcoin and crypto. That is because now they keep realizing that Bitcoin has been one of the best performing over the past few years. Not just him. I showed you guys about 2-3 days ago when Jerome Paul was saying is that saying that Bitcoin has becoming one of the mainstream assets. So he said that now banks can now custody Bitcoin. So bank can now offering Bitcoin and cryptos, services to their clients. He said because Bitcoin is becoming huge. I remember a few days ago when you ask Jeremy Paul about this, we tell you no, Bitcoin is a risk asset, so we don't think anybody should even invest in Bitcoin and crypto. So you guys can see. So I will be playing the clip for you guys. So this is a short clip here. So this is a short clip. So this is the short clip of the founder of Rick Edman, so which is managing about a $290 billion dollars asset. So when he was speaking through a CNBC, so when he was telling that, so at least he think at least, people should allocate between about a 40% allocation to Bitcoin. 40% of their portfolio to Bitcoin and crypto. So let me play the clip so you guys can hear it as well. Guys, can you guys, it's like you guys can't hear him.
In the Trump administration, in the new Congress, there is massive support for crypto. Every member of the president's cabinet personally owns Bitcoin. Every major economic appointee.
Okay, let me bring it back.
Today, I'm saying 40%. That's astonishing, right? Nobody ever anywhere has said such a thing as what I'm saying now. Why the shift? It's because of the massive change in the evolution of crypto that we've enjoyed in the past 4 years. 4 years ago, we didn't know if governments are going to ban Bitcoin. We didn't know if the technology would become obsolete. We didn't know if consumers might not want to adopt it. We didn't know if there would be any institutional engagement. Today, all those questions are resolved. In the Trump administration, in the new Congress, there is massive support for crypto. Every member of the president's cabinet personally owns Bitcoin. Every major economic appointee of the president, the secretaries of Treasury, Commerce, Department of Labor, the heads of the SEC, CFTC, OCC, FDIC, all of them huge supporters of crypto. There's no longer a question as to whether the government likes this or not and is going to support the development. We also now see institutional investors engaging in ways never seen before. Banks are now permitted for the very first time, along with brokerage firms, to trade and custody crypto, which they could never do before. Stablecoins are now Goldman calls it the killer app of crypto. We now have a huge array going in, and in fact, the first legislation out of Congress is crypto legislation, the Genius Act. So it has radically changed. It is now a mainstream asset.
So guys, you all heard that. What is this is Rick's Edman. So he told the CNBC financial advisor should be recommending at least up to 40% allocation to Bitcoin and crypto. That is because a few years ago nobody think that so Bitcoin, nobody even believe in Bitcoin, nobody believed that So he also said that just about a few days ago, few weeks ago, not even up to a week, when Jerome Powell commented that banks can out offering Bitcoin and crypto services to their clients. So not just that not just that banks can now offering crypto services, but they can now custody crypto and Bitcoin as well for their clients. So which is amazing. So this is an asset manager. What of about how much? So an asset manager who is managing about $290 billion is telling you guys that what is he saying? He's saying that so at least everyone can now allocate at least 40% of his portfolio to Bitcoin and crypto. So this is huge. So which is why I believe that for sure a huge move is coming. So you guys can see those are the things that have changed in crypto. That is because few years ago nobody even so the Wall Street was not here. There was not buying Bitcoin. Wall Street can't buy Bitcoin. So you guys can see If despite as of today, BlackRock, let's come before we come back to this repo. So let me show you guys this because you guys need to see this. So this is BlackRock USA TF. BlackRock is the top holder. You guys can see it's now holding almost about 700,000 Bitcoin. Just BlackRock alone. So you guys can see here 694,000, 694,000. 398 Bitcoin. Just BlackRock is holding what about $74.5 billion. This is just a single entity holding how much? 694,000 Bitcoin. Don't forget, Bitcoin is already in how many? 21 million. So just BlackRock alone is already holding 3.3% of Bitcoin supply. So that will ever been existing. Just BlackRock alone is already holding a 3.3% of Bitcoin that will ever be on existence in this planet. So on this planet, so we show that So the big boys they keep accumulating and accumulating. If you click on BlackRock chart right now, as you guys can see, it's skyrocketing. Look like since January 10, 2024, when since January 10, 2024, when which Bitcoin spot ETF gets approved, you guys can see they have been buying and buying and buying and buying. So over the past few days, BlackRock have been buying since June 9. Since June 9 till date, BlackRock have not sold a single Bitcoin. They have been buying and buying and buying and buying. You guys can see that from June 9th, they added 1,113.2 Bitcoin. So to date, so you guys can see they added 6,000, 6,000 something, 2,000 something, 450 something, 2,000 plus, so 4,000 plus, 3,000 plus, 1,500 plus. They keep buying and buying and buying and buying. The big boys keep accumulating, not just BlackRock alone. So you guys, I will show you guys the chart, not just BlackRock alone. So followed by Fidelity. Just BlackRock alone is already holding 74 billion dollars worth of Bitcoin. So this it does not include MicroStrategy, the seller, which is now a brand to Strategy. Fidelity is holding 21 billion. There's not much Bitcoin out there. Just a US ETF, they are now holding a 5.9% of Bitcoin supply. This is almost about 6% of Bitcoin. 21 million that will ever be in existence. Just this spot ETF already holding a 6% of it. So which is crazy. So which is why I always say that Bitcoin and crypto, those are the things that have changed in the market. So a few years ago, we don't have a Bitcoin spot ETF. So which is you guys can say that the big boys they keep buying and buying. Just US spot ETF are already holding a 1,241,658 Bitcoin. So guys, let's move further. You guys can see here. This is Repo CEO, which is Gary Gensler. So Repo and SEC agreed to drop a pin and end the legacy battle. CEO Brand Gary Gensler. Bragali's house, I mean. So Bragali's house. So Bragali's house, he said that, Gary Gensler, which is the former section, which was tormenting the crypto space, is the one on my mouth. So, guys, as you guys can see, Lipo, so the CEO, he said that they are dropping as you guys can see here, they have agreed at least to drop the IP. So at least for them to settle the legal battle. So where is closing these chapters was and for all. So this is huge for SROP. This is huge for Ripple. I thought on CRO. CRO has been down for a while, so we'll be doing Q&A as well, guys. Stay tuned. John, what thing is that 2021 CRO was being performing good. It happened to be that CRO is being down right now because even if the team they pretend a lot of it so hard. So I was trading between with crypto.com back then. So CRO has been down for a while, so there are a lot of other outperforming coins. So, but if you still believe on it, so it's good. But CRO has been underperforming for the past few years. It's been down for a while. So last time, what happened to CRO back then is was when the exchange was having issue. So their proof of reserve was not that correct back then. So when they told every exchange to submit their proof of reserve, so CRO submitted their proof of reserve back then. It happened to be that it's like it was not on chain, so people was afraid that they don't have so much Bitcoin and crypto as they claim. So people were selling off their this thing. People were selling off their Bitcoin and crypto holding and transferring from that exchange to other exchange back then. So I remember, so even if me myself as well, I have to transfer most of my Bitcoin out from the exchange. So guys, this is the power of DCA. You guys need to see. Someone has been buying, using DCA in the Bitcoin and crypto space. He has been DCA worth of $30 in Bitcoin over the past 8 years. So he spent this year is by whether the market is or Bitcoin is trading at between $112,000. Bitcoin is trading between $10. Bitcoin is trading between $30 over the past few years. Just by whether you are buying, you don't even have to time the market. So this person here has been buying at $30 worth of Bitcoin daily for the past 8 years. So he spent $86,000. So now he's holding $1 million plus. So which is crazy. So this is the power of DCA, dollar cost average, in the crypto space. So you don't even need to time the market. All you just need to do is to buy when you think it's a good time to buy. Just buy. You know, deposit your USDT there. You know, program your buy at any price. Either Bitcoin is down, the market is down, the market is up. So just keeping DCA. Okay, it's just officially launched in Spain, at least to expand the crypto assets in Europe. This is what I always say to you guys every single day. Here in Europe, 95% of the population here still don't even know about Bitcoin and crypto. Let's get rich. I love that. TC, let's get rich, man. So investing in Bitcoin and crypto is one of the way to accumulate wealth. It's one of the way to create a financial freedom. That is because if you keep your money in fiat, the government money, you will find out that over the past few years you have been inflation has been will be eating away your buy power, and you will be for sure. Inflation is real. I just showed you guys just now that I showed you guys just now when President Trump is telling this is inflation come. Inflation's rate just rose about 2.7%. This is even US, not even compared to other countries like most of the African countries. Here in Europe as well. So inflation just rose about 2.7% in May. And you guys can see here, Donald Trump, he calls for the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, to resign. Why is he telling Jerome Powell to resign? Because he said Jerome Powell should cut rate. Jerome Powell said, no, inflation is here, so why will I be cutting rate when we still have inflation? Cutting rate will give more people access to borrow more money. And when people start borrowing more money, more inflation will increase. And when of the time to cut rate is because it's when inflation is down. Inflation is not down, but President Trump is screaming inflation is down. My dear. So even if this 2.7% that they are telling you, it's not true that inflation is between 2.7%. Inflation is being up with about 20-30% a year. You guys can tell from the local currency of your country. What you was able to buy 2 years ago with, let's say, €1 here in Europe. So now when you want to buy it, you'll be buying it with about €1.50. So that means inflation has been up with about 50% over the past few years. So guys, inflation is real. And one of the best performing assets now is Bitcoin and crypto. That is because Bitcoin does not have inflation, as you guys can see. So let me click on it. I showed you guys the Bitcoin inflation rate over the past few years. So you guys can see as of today, Bitcoin is still up with about 173 million percent. Bitcoin is still up with let me zoom in. You guys can see it. Bitcoin is still up with a 173 million percent. So not just that, Bitcoin market cap of today is 2.1 trillion market cap. When we finally have the market cap of gold, when it's 22 trillion, so gold market cap as of today is between 22 trillion. And when we have the market cap of gold, Bitcoin will be trading between $1 million per coin, which is why I say we are still early in the crypto space. We are still early in the market. So, and the mass supply of this asset is 21 million. This is the one asset that has a mass supply. Bitcoin mass supply, the mass supply is here 21 million, and we already have the circulation supply of 90.8 million in circulation. 90.888 million, which show that we have just like about we have just like how many Bitcoin to be mined? 1.3 million Bitcoin. Let's put it in 1.3 million, not even up to 1.3 million. So as you guys can see, for the miners to mine over the next few years, we already have 19.8 million in circulation. So there's not much Bitcoin to be mined by the miners. So, and the hash rate of Bitcoin keeps skyrocketing. That is because the miners are now profitable. They are trying their best to make sure that they mine more Bitcoin. So, guys, let's see. As you guys can see, the Bitcoin is still holding strong for the past 24 hours. So, Bitcoin is still holding strong, trading above, $107,000 is amazing. So let's do Q&A, question and answer, guys. Let's do Q&A. Let me see. Let me refresh this. So let's do Q&A, question and answer. Let's see what is happening. The market. Try to refresh the screen. Boom. So guys, let's do Q&A, question and answer. Trading view. Okay. Oh. So you guys can see, just about a week ago, we did back down to $98,000. It's just like a V-shaped recovery. Now, so let's do Q&A, question and answer, guys. So let's call it a day. Oh, Zaza, Jam, guys, you are welcome. Matthew, you guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. You guys are welcome. Let's discuss. Let's discuss Bitcoin. Let's discuss crypto, as I always say, guys. So stay in crypto, stay in Bitcoin. So for sure, Bitcoin and crypto has been one of the best performing assets over the past few years. And one of the ways to accumulate more Bitcoin and crypto is to DCA dollar cost average in the crypto space. So keep buying, keep DCA in the market, so that we will all be financially free when the market is up once again. This year for a long term. So let's do Q&A. Okay, let's go. Quickly, as you guys can see. Kingdom. Yeah, guys, I can't pop up all the messages. You guys are welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Josephine Chidela Usita, thank you, guys. Thank you. Ebenezer, okay. Evening, my man. How are you doing, Ebenezer? Hope, okay. Thank God you received the USDT. Thank you. I received the USDT. God bless you. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Yeah, Victoria. Yes, I did not stream yesterday because I traveled. So, but nevertheless, you guys can see I'm here now. So I'm here. So let's discuss. Festus. Well, guys, I'm good. I'm good. Well done, bro. Yeah. Raven. More good. So I keep promise you guys USDT, Abby. So don't worry. Next time when he will be here, I will have to remind him that I remember that when he said that you guys will be sending you guys receive it. I received $10,000 from JBoys CCC Adekulu. 10,000 what? 10,000 naira, or you received 10,000? It's 10,000 naira or 10,000 USDT. I know it's 10,000. As no, it's not 10,000 USDT. 10,000 USDT will be equivalent to about 15 million naira. No, I know 10,000 naira, not 10,000 USDT. I'm just killing it. Sorry, case not here today. I received the morning. God blesses you. You are welcome. You are welcome. Yeah, guys, for sure, we are one community. So we have not even started yet, for sure. So just by sharing the stream with your friends and family alone, it will give you opportunity to win a Bitcoin and crypto from me and NFT as well. I believe my next giveaway, maybe I will be giving out NFTs, to you guys who always share the stream, who always tune in every single day. So that is because in the crypto space, I think we are a community. So not just you guys are not fans to me. So I think you guys are we are community. So we are here to elevate each other. So I want to see you guys grow in Bitcoin and in crypto. So that in the next few years, when during Bitcoin conference, I will be seeing you guys in Bitcoin and crypto conference. So I want us all to create and generate financial freedom alone, generate financial freedom just by investing in Bitcoin and crypto. That is because if you guys can see with the performance of Bitcoin and crypto alone, if you have just now, yesterday, just last week alone, I sent about $120 to you guys. So if you have an opportunity to invest $120,000, $120, which I said to you guys, just 2011 here, which is just between a decade, you will have been holding between $10 million as of today just by investing $100, $120. Will give you an opportunity to be a millionaire in dollars today. So, which is why there is opportunity in Bitcoin and crypto, guys. So, there's a huge opportunity in Bitcoin and crypto. That is how people will still be looking you if you are investing in Bitcoin and crypto to them. In the next few years, that is how people will also be looking you at least saying that you was opportunity to invest in Bitcoin when Bitcoin was trading between $100,000. Well, imagine when Bitcoin will be trading between $10 million per coin. So people will be telling you you was very lucky to invest in Bitcoin and crypto order between $100,000. So it's an opportunity. Yeah, everything keep booming. Okay, but you guys can hear me now, Club. During that video, I get during that video, you guys say we can hear you. Yeah, that's a lot. You guys can say so. A lot of good things happening in the crypto space. Let's get rich, bro. I love that. I love that. I love that. For sure, I want us all to achieve a financial freedom together, guys. For sure. No way we all get rich in Bitcoin and crypto together. Hopefully, it does not dry out before we buys another hold. Yeah, OTC market is still, I hope so, which is why OTC, a lot of the big boys they keep accumulating using OTC. So, which I still that is why I still believe the market will still dip back down. That is because the Wall Street, when they are still buy, they still use OTC market, and when OTC finally dry up, that is when Bitcoin will skyrocket. So to your time high. So now, which the OTC market is still not dry up yet. So that's because people like BlackRock, sorry, Coinbase, you guys can see. I showed you guys just now that which is called Coinbase, their stock keeps skyrocketing. So Coinbase stock keeps skyrocketing because even if as of today, Coinbase still hold up to like almost about 2.7 million Bitcoin in their management. That is what about more than $200 billion. So when the Wall Street want to buy, they call Coinbase and need $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. So Coinbase transfer $1 billion to them. They transfer the cash to their bank. So in the fiat to their bank. So that's because Coinbase buy a huge amount of Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin was trading between 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, that is because those big boys believe in Bitcoin and crypto. So which is why OTC market still exists. Don't forget when OTC finally dry up, that is when Bitcoin will skyrocket to all-time high, guys. So we have a huge support here. Let me quickly draw this so you guys can see. You, as I said to you guys about a few days ago, we have a huge support between $106,000. So as you guys can see, we are still holding there. So if we just have a good buy, boom, we'll be heading up to like above $110,000. The next support will be where will be holding us down again will be 112,000, man. Well, 110,000. 110 will be the next support. Once we have a good volume between this $106,000, $107,000, we will be heading up to $110,000 next. So it will be the next support. So you guys can see. So you don't have to be scared, guys. Don't be fearful. So the market is still holding strong. So you guys can see, I showed you guys a lot of data just now that show that, so those data show that, a lot of good things have, Bitcoin is ready to move, and a lot of things have changed in the market because now we have the Wall Street. Don't forget, US already added Bitcoin to their reserve. So Bitcoin reserve, the US now have a Bitcoin. They added Bitcoin to their reserve. They haven't been buying yet, but they will start buying. Senator, I play a clip for you guys about a few days ago when Senator Siti Alumi said that so they will be swapping some of their gold. US will be swapping some of their gold to Bitcoin. So it's amazing, guys. So don't be scared. We are still on track. This is I've answered this question many multiple times. Raven, this is the same thing which I'm saying. The price of Bitcoin is not going up. When why is the price of Bitcoin not going up when a lot of people are still buying? It is the OTC market, Raven. So why is the price of Bitcoin not going up when a lot of people are still buying? When more people are buying? So Raven is just what the question which I just asked now. A lot of people when they are buying, they are not buying from exchange, they are not buying from Binance, they are not buying from BYBIT, they are not buying from Kraken. So where they are buying, they call people like Coinbase, even if BYBIT as well, because they have a lot of Bitcoin in their management. So which they already buy when Bitcoin was trading between 10,000, when Bitcoin was trading between 1,000. So those Bitcoin, they store it in a cold wallet, so which is a decentralized exchange, which is a cold wallet. They transfer those Bitcoin to their decentralized wallet, which is a cold wallet. So like a cold wallet, like a ledger and treasure. So when they now call Coinbase or they call Bybit and need $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, so they will transfer this Bitcoin from their cold wallet to those people who need the $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. So those people will now transfer $1 billion to them. So it will not make a huge effect in the market because they are not buying from the open market. But even if as of today, the open market is still drying up. The the Bitcoin Reserve Exchange, the open market, is drying up. I showed you guys the chart about a week ago. Let me see if I can bring it out here. The Bitcoin's the Reserve Exchange. Even if as of today, Bitcoin is still topping the seventh largest, sixth largest asset. Let me see. Okay, this one here is. I'm coming so I can bring it to you for you guys to see. So, guys, as you guys can see, this is another one here. You guys can see, Abi. Okay, this is liquidity supply. This is Bitcoin liquidity supply. Okay, for you guys who is asking why is Bitcoin, not moving despite the more people are buying. You guys can see that the liquidity supply is hitting between about 14 million. So we show that more people are withdrawing their Bitcoin from a centralized exchange like Binance Bybit to their decentralized wallet, the cold wallet and decentralized exchange like Decentralized exchange are like the Trust Wallet, Phantom Wallet, and the rest. So you guys can see that it's skyrocketed. This is Bitcoin price, but there's more Bitcoin are leaving exchange. So this is not a exchange supply, but this is a illiquidity supply. We show that no more Bitcoin are still leaving exchange every single day. More Bitcoin are leaving exchange. So let me see if I can see the exchange reserve here, so I can show you guys the exchange reserve. I have the Bitcoin exchange reserve here, just about Bitcoin. Okay, dropping. So this is a Binance inflow. Okay, Binance inflow hitting all time. Let me search out, see if I can bring out exchange reserve. Exchange reserve. So you guys can see that the despite the Bitcoin is trading between $107,000 today, there's not much Bitcoin out there. So there's not much Bitcoin out there, guys. The Wall Street they keep buying and buying and buying every single day, and one of the way for you to accumulate Bitcoin and crypto is for you to make sure that you keep DCA into your portfolio whenever the market is down to accumulate more Bitcoin and crypto. Let me see if I can bring out the exchange reserve if I can see it here. I was have it here a few days ago. Let me see if I can see the chart here. That is not it. Guys, I can't get it right now. It's like 96, 93% of Bitcoins. This is a mining, which is a Bitcoin that left for miners to be mined. So this is another one here. So let me see if I can bring out from you guys. So those are data that show that there is no much Bitcoin out there. This one here, this one here, which you guys can see, Bitcoin's emissions rate versus time. So these are Bitcoin that left for the miners to be mined. So we have just you guys can see that 93% of Bitcoin is being mined by with which we have 1 point, just like as I was saying just now, 1.4 million Bitcoin left for the miners to be mined over the next few years. We show that there's not much Bitcoin out there, guys. There's no much Bitcoin out there, and one of the way to keep accumulating is by DCA, dollar cost average. There's no much Bitcoin out there. There's no much Bitcoin out there, guys. So quickly, let me say the questions. What's it? There's so much Bitcoin out there. Yeah, I'm expecting the market to dip back down so that we can be able to at least buy more Bitcoin. That's the opportunity to accumulate more Bitcoin and crypto. So what thing I always say is that don't be scared. So you don't have to be fearful each time the market is down. So you don't have to be fearful. So you don't have to be fearful each time the market is down. So don't be fearful. So all you just need to do is to keep DCA, dollar cost average, the market. It's one of the way to accumulate more Bitcoin and crypto. So this is Bitcoin exchange reserve. Let me bring it here so you guys can see. I just get it now. So Bitcoin exchange reserve. As of today, you guys can see. Let me see if you guys can see it better. Let me remove my camera so you guys can see it better. For you guys who is asking, that is Selike. Selike, you are here now, Abi. There was this guy who was saying that you did not give them. Some of them say you promised them USDT. You haven't sent to them yet. So let me remove my. Let me see if I can remove my camera so you guys can see this chart here. Okay. So guys, as you guys can see, this is a Bitcoin exchange reserve. So you guys can see this is Bitcoin exchange reserve. Let me see. Let me close the camera. No, Charlie School. Okay. So we are just about less than a few distant minute, few distant away from all time high. I take that back. So few percentage away from all time high. What I'm saying now is that you guys can see. So you guys can see that this is exchange reserve. We show that so the exchange reserve is drying up. So guys, Bitcoin and crypto is here to stay. So don't be scared. Okay, some of them say they received their this in Brazil. Thank you, guys. Seliki, thank you for giving back to the community. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for giving back to the community. So this is what I always say. In Bitcoin and crypto, we are community. So, I don't take you guys as a fan. So I take you guys as a we are community. So I think and I believe that with Bitcoin and crypto, we will all achieve a financial freedom together. Guys, keep tuning in every single day, man. So let's discuss Bitcoin and crypto. And I always share the stream. Share the stream with your friends and family. Share the stream. Always share the stream with your friends and family so we can discuss Bitcoin and crypto together. So, guys, I will see you all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central European time. So, let's say sometimes I do late with about a few minutes. So, which is why I will say make sure your notification bell is on so that we can discuss Bitcoin and crypto together. So, I'll see you all tomorrow. So, between 6 p.m. Tomorrow is Sunday. So, happy Sunday in advance. You guys should go and enjoy the weekend, man. Yeah, Saliki, thank you for giving back to the community. So, as I always say, so Bitcoin and crypto is here to unite us together. That is because Bitcoin stands for freedom. Bitcoin stands for unity. Bitcoin is decentralized. In Bitcoin and crypto, we are one family, man. So see you all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central European time. And don't forget, you guys are smart and intelligent. With Bitcoin and crypto, we will all achieve a financial freedom together. Charisco is out, guys.